the hell does Forex work? There's no point of doing this because there's no timing. If you can't time it, you can't know where your stop loss is going to be. The answer is not a signal service. The answer is not technical analysis education. The answer is, do you know how the markets operate? My name is Navin from urbanforex.com. I'm the senior trader here at urbanforex.com. And here we are with yet one other webinar on talking about how to get started in trading. So for today, we wanted to talk about what's the next step to take. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to walk you through how I did my journey on the charts. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you what's going to go on in your journey if you begin, and how do you come out of that journey, and how do you think in the right way. Let's start. In the beginning, you see a movement in the markets, you're learning how to trade, and you're like, okay, trading is a matter of buying low, selling high. We're like, cool. Then you learn about, if I buy and the price goes up, I make pips. And the pips is multiplied by my lot size, and then that's how much money I made. And then we look at our charts and we see this. When we see this, my only thing I'm attracted to is this. And I start getting curious of, how do I buy that? Even though all this was a movement as well, I'm not interested in that. I want that rocket of a launch. And I start doing, this was 19 pips, 20 pips, 20 pips based on my lot size would mean this amount of money. That amount of money every week would mean that amount of money per month. Wow, that's a lot of money. So begins the dreams. So fast forward a little bit into my journey. I can't seem to grab it. I buy it, price goes down. I buy it, price goes down. I buy it, price goes down. So then I'm like, my stop loss is too tight. Now I buy it, big stop loss. Prices go up. Yes, I made money. This is early stages of my journey. Okay, I'm so happy. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. Further down the line, same thing happens. I buy it. This time, it doesn't go up. I have a wide stop loss, but prices come down and stop me out. This time, I lost a lot of money because I didn't understand anything about position size and money management. I had no idea. I just traded my normal one standard lot, as I was always doing. I had one standard lot here, one standard lot here, one standard lot here, and then I made money. I was like, whoa, I made $1,000 so quickly. That's my salary. I did that in 30 minutes. So that's where the dreams begin until I experienced this. I made a huge loss. Now I'm scared a little bit. Journey continues. Then I realize, okay, you know what? I need to lower my lot size. Now I buy it. I lowered my lot size. I get a loss. Okay. I understand that. Later down the line, I buy it. I have my stop loss here, but I make profit and then I close it. And I start to realize that's it. That's all the money I made. It's not worth it with a small lot size. I need to increase my lot size. I increase the lot size and I'm going through the process of, I made a loss again. Now I've probably blown up an account by now. And I'm like, okay, I did something wrong, but I'm smarter now. Broker, here's my credit card, redeposit money. Let's do this again.
Now, are you curious about the exact strategy Navin has been using to approach the markets? The Mastering Price Action course reveals all of that. In that course, you're going to understand the logic behind each price action movement. And from that, you will be able to take your trading to the next level by having a much more solid understanding of the markets. And because you're a subscriber, just click on the link in the description below to access our exclusive discount. Time to take your trading to the next level. All right, let's get back to the video.
Fast forward down the line, I continue down my journey. I do smaller lot size, but I hear about this thing called martingale strategy. I'll trade smaller. If I have a loss, I'll trade a bit bigger. If I have a loss, I'll trade a bit bigger. And if it wins, I win. Only to realize that is the worst thing on the planet. So after the first loss, I trade bigger. After the second loss, I trade even bigger. It's almost, I lose all consciousness of what's happening. All right, further down. Now begins the search. If I don't know, someone must know, and that's when I've encountered all of these things. So now you are looking for gurus who can help you. Then you go for signal services. You're like, okay, just tell me what to do, I'll do it. Because my confidence is shattered. You tell me what to do, I'll just do it. Manage the account. You know what? Take my money, take 50%, I don't care. Just give me profit in return, okay? Automated trading robot. So appealing because it tells us Your emotions is what's causing you problems. And you're like, you know what? You're right. I am going crazy when I trade. There's so much fear and greed, but it does make sense. A robot has no fear and greed, so a robot should be able to make more money. It makes so much sense. Why don't we do that? We go through that process and we're reading every book underneath the sun. We're saying, okay, this book has the word trading on it. Let's open it up. We go to the library. There's so many books. We go straight to the finance section and we're like, let's look for the word trading or technical analysis, and let's open that book up and let's see if there's an answer somewhere. Look for the ones that have pictures. Okay, so we can see, can we spot a pattern that we can pick up quickly by looking at that book and saying, got it. So far, so good. Fast forward down the line in the journey. Now comes education. In this educational process, we start to learn technical analysis. Okay, from the technical analysis, you learn a bit about fundamentals. For me, fundamentals, there's no point of doing this because there's no timing. If you can't time it, you can't know where your stop loss is going to be. If you don't know where your stop loss is going to be, how are you going to make risk to reward? Okay, got it. So this is not for me. Got it. Technical analysis. What do I understand about technical analysis? Prices go up. That means whatever was resistance now becomes support. Prices come down. It's supposed to hold support and resistance and go back up. Ooh. I like technical analysis because wherever I draw my line, sometimes it seems to hold. Further down the journey, here we go. That beauty, how come it didn't work this time? I don't understand. Further down my education, I realized I'm missing a filter. I need something to tell me yes, something to tell me no. So then what I do is I now have my support resistance, but then my RSI is below an X number. And we're like, that's the filter. I'm not supposed to buy if my RSI is below here. Cool. Later to realize filters don't work either. How many of you guys have gone through that journey or are at that journey right now? It seems highly intelligent to filter something, but it actually is crap, right? It's actually garbage. We feel extremely intelligent. Whoa, man, like I have 4 filters, but you can have all kinds of filters. And then suddenly you start realize you have all kinds of indicators on your screen. Let me take you a step back. In this entire process, you have no idea what's going on. You're simply looking in your journey for one answer, profit. If I tell you, back to basics, how the hell does Forex work? Forex has a currency pair, euro against something. Unlike stocks, okay, stocks can go in one direction. If you buy, you can buy and hold it for dear life and saying, come on, baby, for 10 years and you'll still be okay. But if I look at a daily chart, I can see on a daily chart, maybe one of my currency pairs have gone from here to here. But if I look at it every day, it's like this. It doesn't move in one direction. So that rocket launch that I was so attracted to when I started my career, garbage. Throw it out the window. I don't want it. I don't want to ever see it again. Oh my God, this opens up a whole new thing. My entire journey was looking at the wrong thing because I was so attracted by this makes the most profit. So why not do what makes the most profit? Oh my God, light bulb moment went on for me. Okay, moving it forward. Prices started to move up. And then I had this moment and I was like, perfect. Okay, if I get a pullback, I'd like to buy it because buy low, sell high. You know, I know that concept. Then I'm buying low. I'm trying to sell high and the prices crash on me. Later to realize you're buying low as per him, but as per him, you're still buying pretty high up there. Oh my God, click. I'm starting to understand trading a little bit more. I'm buying still pretty high. You see how this journey evolves for you? You know how all this stuff happened? I met a handful of people who are underground and they said, dude, you have so much knowledge, but all your knowledge is useless. Let me point you in the right direction. Prices go up, go up, go up, go up. This is a 60-minute chart. Then prices pull back. On the 5-minute chart, that pullback that you see is like this. And you're like, oh, mamma mia, look at that. Buy low, sell high coming up, baby. So we're trying to get ready to buy this. Do you notice where you're buying in the context? You see, sometimes a time frame that we're looking at doesn't adjust with a higher time frame. So it's like, okay, so I see that's a problem there. Then going forward, further down my journey, I start to realize, okay, can't do that. All right, so I got to be more careful on when I'm buying and where my pullbacks are, and if it is really a true pullback or if it's an illusion. Then I started realizing something that was fascinating to me, which is called traps. What is a trap? I've always heard of this concept of fake outs, right? You guys heard of the word fake out? This would be prices would go up, they would fake it, and they would come back down. That's a fake out, right? Fast forward down the line a little bit. This took me a very long time to understand. There are 3 stages of the markets, right? We all know the 3 stages. There's a trending state. There is a channel state, which is very, very deep pullbacks, but it goes higher. And then there's a ranging state, which is sideways. It's like, I'm not interested in doing anything, just going sideways. Super happy, less happy, dull. All right, what state are you in? Are you in the happy state, less happy, or dull? Okay, just keep it simple. Now, inside a range, when that range breaks out, I am now interested in seeing, is that breakout for real? Because remember, I have now evolved beyond technical analysis. Technical analysis says, ooh, fake out. Fake out means the buys have failed. I have gone beyond technical analysis at this stage of my journey. I now understand and see things an average person cannot see because he's working with a pattern. I now ask the question, if we really broke out, is this a channel? Is prices going to come here, bounce, and resume back up? I would never buy in the face of a fake out in the past. Another thing, if the prices break out like this, well, that's pretty strong. I don't think that's going to be a channel. If they pull back, can I buy from this support resistance? Yeah, seems like I'm early. The move just began and I'm buying the next move. It's not like I'm buying it here. So I'm early. Okay, so I understood the concepts of early and late. I started to get that concept. It's like, they're both the same thing. They're both pullbacks. They're both discounts. They're both a better deal. They're both buy low, sell high. But that buy low, sell high is stupid. This buy low, sell high is awesome. It's starting to click. Technical analysis pattern, identical here, identical there in the pattern wise. Logic wise, not identical. You guys starting to get that? Are things starting to click? Where you are in your journey as you get further and further into your journey, do you start to see that the answer is not a signal service? The answer is not technical analysis education. The answer is, do you know how the markets operate? If you understand that, even the word price action sounds ridiculous to you. It's like, it's just another word. It's another stage of the industry. The industry went through multiple stages, right? If you guys have been in this industry long enough as I have, I can tell you the waves. The wave started, indicator wave. Then the wave started, after indicators, there was automated trading systems. Then the wave started, price action, baby. If you're not a price action trader, you're nobody. Then the wave started, those bat patterns. And now we're over here, and now we're saying funding. Now this is the new phase of the market. It's like, okay, if you're not funded, you're nobody. You're useless. Moving forward. So journey proceeds. Fast forward another 2 to 3 years. I now have things coming like this. And I'm buying a lot. I'm buying with size. I'm buying with a lot of capital. 10 years ago, the earlier Navin would be like, what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you buying if the markets are collapsing? It's like, well, because I'm aware that the higher time frame, we're doing that. I can't see it on this chart because my screen is this big. Oh, okay. But what does that even mean? How do you know it's going to be a buy? There are ways to know. There are ways to know how it's a buy. That takes a little bit of practice and a little bit of understanding of why things resume back up, why people sell hard. That has a little bit of understanding of the psychology of how people trade. And you can actually put that into a science and saying, I know what they're going to do next, buy it. I know what they're going to do next, sell it. In fact, sell it hard. To get to that point of confidence years down the line, what is the next step forward once you get a bit of confidence and you understand how to trade? What is the absolute next step forward? I'm going to put it in programming language. If confidence, then size. If the word is then retire, then obviously you're not a trader. You're just wasting time. The only logical direction a trader can go is this. So if you are unfortunately stuck with a mentor who doesn't size up regularly, you can know if he's trading micro lots or mini lots, run. Run far, run fast, never look back. They got to trade size. And that size better keep growing higher and higher and higher. Okay? And that's how you know they're either going to teach you the right thing or give it 2 years, that size is going to kill them and they're going to go bankrupt. It's a sure shot way to know you're getting your way at least. Fast forward down the line, journey. This is something I never used to do, and I started to understand about this. Post analysis. What post analysis is you do one trade as perfectly as possible, whether you buy it or you sell it, whether the trade is right or wrong. You pause and you recap and you say, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Understand that, talk about how you're going to fix it, and then move on to the next trade. That did wonders for me. Absolute wonders. Because I do a trade, if it didn't work, okay, let me check another pair. I'm looking at another pair. Oh, that looks good. Next trade. If that's not working, or if I had a loss, next trade. That one worked. Okay, cool. That one worked, no problem. If I can just do this every single day, I'll be fine. Trade number 4, right after. This time, bigger size. Bigger size, made money. Excellent. Next trade, go extremely big size because I made money and I want to end the day strong. Big loss comes in. Now I'm sad. In this moment when I'm sad, I never look back at these trades. I automatically assumed I know what I did wrong. You don't understand the power of post analysis. You need to stop and look at what you just did and talk about everything that you've done. You'll be surprised of how, even though you were the person who took that trade, when you do a post analysis, you will pick up on things you didn't do when you were there live. A whole new world opens. That really kicked it off for me. From the guys who were in the panel earlier from the podcast, if you hear Armo especially, he's in our elite community and he will say this time and time and time again. Post analysis, post analysis, post analysis. If you're in the firm, Ian is supervising the prop firm side. If you miss the post analysis twice in a row, you're fired on the spot. I don't care how good of a trader you are. You miss 2 post analysis, you're out. That's how important it is. Now, if this is the journey, let me ask you one thing about the journey. So the current state of the market, the new fashion, what do we say? What's the latest fashion in the market right now? Funding. Funding is the latest fashion. So we have a funding program ourselves. We don't charge for it. That sounds stupid because if you're going to make me money and my company money, why am I going to charge you money for it? That doesn't make any sense. We support our traders. If you're not doing so well or there's some mistakes here and there, day or night, you get on a call with who? With me directly. We fix things, but we don't pick anyone off the street. You got to be UF certified. You got to be gone through the Urban Forex process because I need to know you know. Once you do that, then we put you on a probation period and we say, all right, let's see if we can get you in. And if we can get you in, this is not 10,000, 50,000, it's unlimited. Funding can even be proven by us to you by an account statement saying this much funding is available in the bank for you to take right now if you qualify. It is not, we'll do it later. First, let's take in all the money from these charges, and then we'll give you funding slowly, drip feed it. No. The money is available right now, certified. Your goal should be, can I trade, period. If I can trade, then it is a choice to say, I make money for myself, or I'll make money with a company. And they'll give me more money, I'll grow faster. And they might even give me some support where it will even hone my skills even better. It's a choice. It is not if you don't trade for a company, you're nobody. No, that's nonsense. This can be you. You can trade for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Stay strong, be smart. You don't care about funding. You want to be better. You want to learn how to trade. You want to cross that hurdle. You want to shorten that journey because I just explained the whole journey to you. Thank you all for coming in here, taking the time to be here. I really appreciate you taking time off. I won't let you down. I never have. Never will. Thanks a lot, guys. Until next time. Cheers.